What up, though? What's happening? What's popping? What's shaking? What's good with? Welcome to the latest and the greatest edition of the Talk of the Town Unfiltered podcast. Of course, you know me, Showtime, Mr. Talk of the Town. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, gang up in here. What's popping with my gang? Rich girl, what's good with it?
What's popping? You know me, rich girl, bad girl with good intentions. Gang. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, all that.
You know that hump day doesn't actually have anything to do with humping, right?
No, it does for me.
Oh,
this is what it means in my life.
Do you hump every Wednesday? Do you hump every Wednesday?
Yeah, even if it's just with myself, I'm gonna hump on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. You hump yourself. Okay.
I don't think it's really called humping if you're doing it to yourself.
What is that called?
It's called masturbation.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's what it's called. Totally different.
You guys will know.
You need another party, dude.
You can't hump. You can't hump on yourself. Like you can't hump. Like you can hump. You can hump a bed. Like you can hump something. You can hump.
Prove it. Right now. Prove it.
Right.
Prove it. Let's. Okay. Okay. All right. If that's okay. Well, that's proof enough for me.
Right.
All right. See? Cool. Green, what's popping?
You know me, man. The party don't stop. Just ready to talk about what's going on.
Okay. I'll see
you
about here. Hawaii 5-0 over there.
Right. Yeah. Miami Vice type vibe. I see it.
Right. Okay.
Had to switch it up.
I see it.
Cool. How was Rich girl? I'm talking. Be quiet. How was everyone's week this week?
How was everyone? Good. I've been busy, productive.
Yeah, it's been a slow week. Definitely been a slow week, but we're here to get these stories popping. A little bit going on in the world of entertainment news. A couple of things. First, we got to say rest in peace, Paul Mooney. Of course, Paul Mooney, the comedic legend and genius, died at the age of 79 earlier today. Of course, if you don't know, he's just one of the greatest comedians that ever lived. He was on the Chappelle Show a lot, and
Robert Townsend. He go back to the 80s.
He was a writer on most of the black shows that we liked.
Yeah. Was he a writer on Sanford and Son RG? I can't remember.
He was.
I want to say he was.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So Paul Mooney has definitely been around for a very long time. Huge loss in the world of comedy.
You guys about the same age, right?
She got on that
almost. We just he got me by a little bit.
He got a little bit.
He got me by a little bit.
Showtime got more great than Paul Mooney though.
Okay.
He didn't know hair, but
yeah.
He has more great.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I definitely do. That's a fact. I'm not wearing my Just for Men right now, so you know I'm just living.
Yeah, and you can pick that up from the grocery store, so you are choosing this look.
Like absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I normally do use it Just for Men, but I just decided to kind of thug it out a little bit and just, you know what I mean, just like live.
Are you gonna let it go like Snow White, like all the way white? What if the black leaves?
I mean, I could dye it next week.
Real Housewives.
Yeah, listen, I could dye it next week. It really just depends on how I feel. I have listen, this is my thing. If Puffy Combs is walking around here with a jet black beard and people think that all of that is actually is really black, then I can throw in a quick Just for Men. Like I have no problems. Like, you know, I have none. Like I'll throw that.
Go ahead.
I'll throw that just for me. But go ahead, Green.
Rich girl, do women like that the all white, the Peter from Real Housewives? You know, his is dyed. Like you know what I mean? You can have grays, but your gray ain't gonna be that shiny and right. So
you think Peter's on his dye? You think Peter's on his dye?
Hell yeah, nobody's shit is like that. It's no.
Really?
That's smart.
I've seen.
If you go gray, go all the way gray. It's way flyer. A lot of white men do that with their hair. They're dyeing their hair extra gray, so it looks
think that Peter
like George Clooney,
silver hair dye.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Go ahead,
Green. You might be onto something, Green. I never thought about that. So
I noticed that years ago.
I don't believe that.
Like a silver fox kind of look. Like
no, I don't.
Hold on. You think Peter's shit is real?
Yes.
I'm willing to bet money if we get.
I thought it was
I'm
real.
not betting Green. I'm not going to bet you money.
I thought it was real, but I think Green might be onto something. Might be onto something, Green.
It's all the exact same color. No, like
it's like perfectly shaven.
Perfect. No human shit is
just
like
because y'all shits is raggedy don't mean his can't grow. It's perfect. Okay?
Nah. Nah, it's
so it's
there's
a great.
nothing wrong with dyeing it gray. You're embracing your old age.
There's nothing wrong with dyeing it black. It's whatever you like.
So listen, so it's not a Beijing, it's a Greijing, is what it is.
Right? Yeah, that's the name. We gonna coin the phrase.
It's
right.
a Greijing. Okay, all right, cool. I never thought about that.
Well, white men been doing that shit with their hair for years. They dye it like when they go half gray. They say no, smack all gray in there, and it looks sweet. You know what I'm saying?
You just making this shit up on Showtime, and you are so fascinated by what his brain is making.
He's realizing it's a fact. You can tell some people when people have gray hair, they'll still have some black hair. You know what I mean? When they see it's all gray, it's dyed.
My grandparents had completely gray hair, not a strand of black. Chest hair, hair on hair, a completely grayed out. Completely grayed out. So now what do you say? You've never seen older people with completely gray hair.
No, they'll still be like
they exist. I've seen women with Snow White.
Even black women, even older church black women do it too.
Older church black women.
Yeah, the upscale churches, the ones that got money, yeah, they do it too. It's real.
I'm sure real. You know, Green. I know you know.
I don't discriminate on
you
age.
I know you know. I know you know about women and hair dye. I know this is your lane.
The only reason I'm giving Green some validity on this one is that he's right. Peter's beard looks perfect.
Like his edge of his beard is perfect. His manicure of how
the tone of it is perfect. Yeah, he's got a point, RG.
All right, next story.
I'm just saying he's got a point. That's all I'm saying.
I said next story.
I'm sorry.
You'll run nothing around.
Yes, ma'am, boss. Yes, ma'am. RG has a toothache today, ladies and gentlemen.
So it's going to be on and popping. I'm disagreeing with it all.
She thinks that she's the boss of the show, but little does she know that all it takes is one click of this button. I can get her on out of here.
Y'all won't see me no more.
You won't see her ever again. But I'm gonna let her cook. Like I'm gonna let her think that she's running the show because she's got a little
Amazon kicked in, so I'm okay.
Did you really bring back let her cook?
I'm gonna let her cook. Like just because she got a little toothache and I'm gonna empathize with her.
I showed up because I'm quick to bow out. I get a hangnail. I can't do the show today.
Right. Your pH balance be a little off. I can't do the show today, y'all.
Like we weren't asking you to have sex. Like what are you talking about?
We just need you to use your mouth to talk, like nothing else. Like, that's all we need to do. So yeah, but she's here, ladies and gentlemen, and she has a toothache. So just don't be surprised if she jumps down.
And I'm really moody and cranky and going against the grain. Don't hold it against me.
All right, so let's get on with some of these stories. So first story we got this came out earlier today. Former girl group members are uniting on BET to form a super group. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but BET is putting together like a super group of older seasoned R&B singers. So the group is going to feature people from groups like 702, Total, Danity Kane, 3LW, Black, and Cherish. I'll come back to Cherish in a minute. I got to say something about them. But the show is called BET Presents the Encore. It's going to premiere on July 9th. And it'll have 8 former members of the groups of the groups. It'll be a 10 episode.
Each of the groups that you name is going to be like one member.
Right. Okay. Except for Cherish, because of course the twins are going to be up there. It's a 10 episode series. They're going to live together for 30 days, and they're going to record an album, learn choreography, and practice. So here's some of the members. Pam from Total. Of course, Total is my favorite girl group of all times. Yeah, I was about to say something.
Pam.
Pam. Yeah, I was about to say something about her, but I'll hold on to that. Pam from Total. Keely Williams, who was in 3LW.
She's not gonna be there.
Nah, Keisha's married to Omar Epps. She ain't thinking about.
She don't even really, deal with that life no more.
Nah, she doesn't. Keely Williams from 3LW. The one who had the overbite.
I know.
Oh, sorry. The King sisters.
Making promises.
What did she say? What did she say?
Promises.
She had an overbite and a lisp. Oh, okay.
You added a lisp.
No, she has a lisp. Cool. I'm making promises.
Right. Okay.
I'm sorry, it's the toothache. I would never say nothing about that girl.
Okay.
Lord, it's the toothache.
Also, the King sisters, who are Felicia and Fallon King from Cherish. I remember Cherish.
What's the song? I know the name.
early 2000s.
It was more. It's more than just two.
Yeah, it's four. It was four in the group. But
I know who
you're talking about. Right. So I thought they were totally just in oblivious, but they've been writing songs like for the last couple of years. They've been getting checks. So they actually wrote Justin Bieber's latest song. Justin Bieber.
Shit.
Huh?
I said, shit, that's money.
They got RG asked which song. He has a song called Peaches, which debuted #1 on the Billboard chart. So they've been writing for like a really long time. I think they wrote a couple of Sierra records.
What?
Yeah, they've been like
just the twins.
Just the twins. Like I don't know what the other two doing, but just the twins. they've been working. The other two,
they Walmart.
The other two are hanging with the other two members of Destiny Child.
Right.
What?
Right. Doing absolutely. I don't know what I'm looking for. I shouldn't
stop
say
it. Y'all don't have no two-face. So what's y'all excuse?
Right.
I got two-face because what I'm mean today.
I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, y'all just matching my energy.
Right.
Yeah.
You set the tone. You set the tone. Right. Let's see. I'm trying to see who else is on the show. That's all I see for right now. But it's going to premiere on June 9th.
You said 3LW. Who did you name out of that group?
That's Keely.
Oh, okay.
Girl.
Yeah, that's Keely. The one that that's her.
The other girl's on The View, right? Or whatever the damn to Talks or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's on the
she got a gig, so she wouldn't be entertained.
Them shows make real big.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It seems like it would be an interesting show to watch. Like I would definitely tune in.
Yeah, I wonder like what kind of
be drama for sure.
Like I wonder like how their voices are going to match because like I know who else the girl from Danity Kane
Danity
the white girl.
Dawn
No the white girl Aubrey O'Day.
She was a freak too, wasn't she?
I don't know, Green. I've never had sex with her.
I never smashed, so I mean,
I
can not in my archives.
The word. I don't know.
Right.
But
Green's girl D Woods was in Danity Kane also. That was
my girl. Yeah.
I think it would be
she's in the promo.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wonder like what kind of music they're going to make because all of them are, they're singles, of course, but their sounds are all totally different. Like, can you imagine like
did they name any type of producers that's going to be working with them?
Yeah, nobody that I recognize. The guy who is going to be working on the show is
No Timberland, no
Carlos King. He's the CEO of Kingdom Reign Entertainment, and he has produced other shows
like
Oprah Behind the Scenes, a music competition series, The Four.
I think she was talking about music.
The Four
producers.
Isn't that the show with Diddy and Khaled? The talent competition?
I think so. Yeah.
We talking about music producers?
Yeah, she was, but I'm just reading stuff as it comes along. Yeah, music producers. I don't see any names that I recognize. Yeah, no, I don't see any names that I recognize.
Who is behind the show? Who created this idea?
That Carlos King dude I just named.
It's Carlos King. Hold on, he's the one that was also behind R&B divas and shows like that. That's who I think Carlos King is.
Sure, I'll take your word for it because I have no idea.
I don't know either, but hey,
you just gave that man a whole job that he didn't.
That was really, I was reaching.
Like, was he the one that created Bobby Jones Gospel? Like, I feel like he was the one.
I feel like he's the one that brought me my Walmart groceries. I feel like he was a delivery driver.
Yeah, Rich gonna get up here and lie, don't he?
No, that's you, bro. You get up here and lie. I tell the truth, and when I lie, I say I lied.
Right.
And then I say I told the truth.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is that there seems to be a whole new lane for, I guess, like girl R&B groups from the 90s and the early 2000s.
I'm digging it.
There's this other show, RG, you posted about the Queen show that's coming on ABC that's going to feature Eve.
No, I didn't post it. The intern posted it.
Oh, okay, cool. The intern posted it. Eve, Brandy, and two other people are doing a show. This is a scripted show that's going to be on ABC, and that show is going to be about an old R&B group that same thing kind of reunited, and now they're going on one last tour or something like that. So there seems to be a new interest, and I really think that Versus had a lot to do with this stuff like coming out the way that it is, because of course everybody's interested in stuff from their past and groups from their past. But I'll check out both of those shows.
So Eve got a job again.
She had a job.
She had a job before this.
She was on the talk.
She just left the talk.
She was on the talk. She been working.
Right, I'm saying again, like she just stopped working. She started.
Oh, you're saying she's keeping busy. She's not.
She don't have to work.
Right. Oh no.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
So yeah, she's
wants
bored.
to keep busy. She don't have any kids, so
she got four step kids.
Right, but she doesn't personally have any.
But they're young though, right? The kids are young, right?
He probably got custody. I don't know.
Why does he probably got custody? What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He might not. I'm just saying. He probably sees them on the regular. You know what I mean? She's a real stepmama. What kids ain't going to hang with a billionaire dad?
First of all, she doesn't live.
Let's say that.
First of all, she doesn't live here.
They live overseas, right?
She lives with
in Europe
and wherever he lives at.
With her white husband, right?
Yeah, she doesn't live here.
In Europe.
So
European, right?
So she's not raising no kids because she's out here working, doing this television show.
Yeah, and they over there.
And they're over there. So she's not raising.
Something's up.
She was doing that to work at the Talk.
He's a billionaire. She don't need to work.
She shouldn't aspire to have things.
I mean, now unless the family moved,
keep her name out there. She is a recording artist. She did have a career and a life before him. She had a television show. This is what her passion is. This is what
you don't lose. Him and take half. So that
Oh right, yeah.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. She don't have to lose her passion, but granted, you just say shit. If you're saying they're over there and she's over here, and something's up. Now, he's a billionaire.
Well, she's working.
He has homes here. I'm pretty sure.
Right, she's working though.
He might be here too.
Yeah, when you go to work, you have to leave home and you go to work, and then when work is over, you go back home.
Her husband's more important to work, but he might be here though. So he might be here. He probably is here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
Your husband is he's more important than any job she can get. Period. He's a billionaire. B with a B.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
With a B.
Again, yeah. Again, we don't know what their situation is, but yes, she is working again.
Which is a good look, and it's a great network to be
talented.
On. It looks like it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah,
I want to check that out too.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of, we were talking about billionaires. Let's talk about my man, Billionaire Bill. Billionaire Billy Gates. This guy. So of course we didn't talk about it last week because it was a
stud muffin.
Jay-Z said there's no ugly billionaires. I'm kidding.
I called him a stud muffin.
No.
Well, the stud muffin is admitting that he had an extramarital affair while he was married. He's still married, but more information is starting to come out now, and sources are saying that Bill split with Melinda, and his decision to step down from the Microsoft board back in 2020 had more so to do with a long-time affair that he was having with I guess a coworker or a subordinate in this terms of someone who worked with the Microsoft. So Microsoft received concerns back in 2019 that Bill had sought to initiate an intimate relationship with a company employee back in the year 2000. I'm sorry. A committee on the board reviewed the concern, and they thought that they should have an investigation. They looked into it, and it raised some really, really good, nice sized concerns. So the affair was 20 years ago. And he said in a March 2020 interview that he was stepping down from the board so he could, quote, dedicate more time to his philanthropic priorities. But come to find out, Bill was hitting and quitting it.
You said 20 years ago.
2000. Yeah, 2000. Yeah.
She's a plumber. She's bringing up old shit, as they say.
Right.
Well, I don't think she's the one that's bringing it up. I think
someone's bringing it up.
Yeah, I think the news is starting to kind of dig a little bit deeper. Another one of the reasons that Melinda is filing for divorce. And Green, this goes against what you say. You say the woman never files for divorce. Another reason that she's filed for divorce is because of
the women always file for divorce.
Oh, I thought you said the women never file for divorce.
Oh, you said the man.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I'll take a bail. I'm sorry.
Not never. Women file 77% of the time.
Okay, he said, "Okay, Green. Okay, don't
take another bill. If it'll shut you up, I'll take another bill."
Jeez, there you go. One more.
So, another issue that came up was Bill Gates' relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know if y'all heard about that. So,
hold on, before you even get into that, I don't know if y'all know. If y'all read this, here's the ill thing. She allowed him to have a side chick, right?
Well, let's go back to that. I think that story was. Well, go ahead. Say what you want to say. Go ahead.
Well, unless that's what it was reported, that she allowed him to see his side chick once a month. Now, where Bill, which means he had a really good woman. Now,
let me stop you. Let me stop you right there, because that's what the headline of the story was. But if you actually read the story, are you talking about his ex-girlfriend?
Yes, it was his ex-girlfriend. His wife allowed him to see her once a month.
Right. So what happened was it wasn't like that was something that was ongoing. So that was something, when you actually read the article, in the beginning of their marriage, he was still friends with his ex-girlfriend. Mm-hmm. He actually, I believe there was something where he still had a picture of her up on his wall. She also was a co-worker, kind of, so to speak. Like, she was in the business and in the industry as he was. So they would go on these business retreats ever so often. It wasn't like okay, I'm going over here to smash my side chick. That's not how it was. From what I understand, that's not how it was presented.
A business meeting.
It was right. And I believe there were other people there and all of that stuff.
So what you're hearing is she wasn't against him being with her for those once a month trips. Right. But they were saying it's business or whatever.
And I don't think it was like a romantic getaway like people made it out to be. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they didn't screw or whatever.
You're saying they went on a business trip and they just had some rendezvous on the business trip.
Once a month, though. It was on a regular. It wasn't like a one-time thing.
I don't know.
I think if that's the story you're getting, you know what I mean, that it was supposed to be business. I feel like it was probably understood between both of them that he's going to smash, but let everybody think it's business. I think he has enough money where everybody can be happy. You know what I mean? Now, what he messed up is he should have told his wife, look, I'm going to have several women like this. Because he had a really good woman because she was with it. But see, he lied about this other woman. You know what I mean? And that was 20 years ago, but she's probably been leaning on that.
I don't think it was the other women that took her over the edge. I think it was the association with Jeffrey Epstein. And I think that relationship was about to come out. And I think Melinda wanted to get away from this situation clean, keep her hands clean, and be like, nah, like nah, I found out and I got him out of there. That's what I think. I think he was cheating. I don't know if he was cheating for the whole relationship or whatever the case may be. But again, when you have these high powered couples, they have open relationships, they have open marriage, and they have these
sometimes it's just understood.
Yeah, like the Clintons, like if you watched House of Cards, like Frank Underwood. That's just how they rock. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that it was the other women. I think all of this stuff is starting to come out now that we know what was up. But I think it was the Epstein situation that came out, and he's been denying the Epstein situation since it was brought to his attention. He said, "No, I don't know him. I ain't nothing to do with him." Okay, well, wait till these flight records come out with your name on it,
right?
Jack. And then
they say he went to Epstein's Island.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he was getting down.
They say he was at the island. They said he was at the island. So I think Melinda ain't no dummy, and I think she wants to preserve her legacy, and she wants to save herself and her kids. Nah, she wants to save herself, save her kids. You want to go over there and
be lollygagging and slanging and banging?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, if Showtime is right, which that's very, very believable. She's like, I always get on the women, but you can't get mad at her because because it was probably underage girls. Epstein is known for underage women. So absolutely. She can't rock with you through that. And you could tell, think about it. Most women is not going to let you travel with your ex-girlfriend. I don't give a fuck if it's business or not. So she was with the shits. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask a woman to do but so goddamn much. You know what I mean? Only Bill Cosby's wife is the one going to rock through some just wild shit like that.
That's because she was involved, but that's a different story.
Right.
No, she was not. Stop it.
That's because she was right there putting the drugs and
getting the girl shit, right?
She was right
cooking
there.
them some food, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
She was giving them cold showers to make sure they stayed alive, all that. Camille Cosby, she was the one doing that. I'm just saying. But yeah, I think this is the more time that we see go by, I think we're gonna start seeing more and more come out. But I think when the Epstein bombshell really, really drops, I think it's gonna be ugly for the boy. And they trying to Me Too him. Like, not only are they saying that he was cheating, but I've seen stuff there where they're saying that he was sexually harassing, on the verge of sexually harassing some of his people at Microsoft.
Probably so.
Yeah. I think one
would have passed him at all.
Yeah, I saw one email where he asked one of his coworkers out to dinner, and he said, "I don't normally do this, but would you go to dinner with me?" And,
why, yes, I will. I was wondering when you were going to ask.
RG, would you let Bill Gates smash?
Yes, I would not. Yes, I
would
not.
Even hesitate. She did not hesitate. Yes. With a B.
Oh my! He will drive me there and pick me back up and let me bang. Okay, and we're gonna keep that checks in rotation.
So listen,
Think about his trick game, dog.
I would put it on him, child. No, I put it on him.
He probably never had a black woman either. Oh my goodness.
Shit, I goddamn lie.
Hi, Billy.
You think he ain't been in the mall or somewhere and black women? Somebody knew that's Bill Gates.
Nah, he hasn't dipped his toe in it.
Shit.
Not yet.
Shit.
Nah.
There's hood rats that know who Bill Gates
he has not dipped. I would be able to see a tad bit of Negro vagina has been touched, and he ain't touched it yet. You gonna see something different if he touch it.
When he touch yours, huh?
Yeah. Not mine, not mine's per se, but when he touched one.
Oh, okay.
Bill Gates done touched some black.
No, he hasn't.
Is no way.
He like what he like. That's just like saying a rich black guy have to date a white girl. Like there can be a
they have.
No, they don't have to have. They don't have to.
They don't have to have. If he's a black billionaire, if he's a black
every black millionaire, every black
real
rich man has dated a white woman.
Maybe not dated. We said smash.
Every black billionaire or millionaire has dated a white woman.
Smashed
has smashed a white woman.
Yes,
everyone.
Yes.
So you know them all.
90,
you know the whole list because there's a long list.
With the statistics.
There's a whole list.
There's always an out.
How do you know that?
There's always an outlier. There's always an outlier. There's going to be an exception to the rule, but I would say 95.
But how do you know where these facts come from?
I know some
from your head. Are you know this?
I know some successful black men.
Online,
and I know.
But you know billionaires. You know billionaires.
No, I don't know any
black
information.
No. Is there a website?
Like 3 of us. 3 of them.
3 of us.
I said right, not us. There's only 3 black billionaires in the world. Like Americans.
You said 3 of us.
I said billionaires or millionaires. That's what I said.
If a black dude's a multi-millionaire, 90% of the time he done hit a white girl. It just they're in circles unless he's just not a sexual person. Or
so
he's gay.
Regular guys that
work
regular jobs, only millionaires and billionaires does that. Regular guys that work regular jobs haven't all smashed white girls.
I didn't say that. I mean,
it's a question. I mean, that ended with a question mark.
I mean, if there's a regular guy that's not only date black girls, yeah. But if he's a regular guy that has that much money,
every black guy,
he's gonna be around too much.
Every black guy smashed a white girl.
No.
Okay.
No.
Only rich black guys. They have all.
No, there's plenty of poor black guys that smash
broke.
white girls.
He was broke today, and tomorrow he wins the lottery, and the next day he has to go smash a white girl.
The next day, really?
What? I'm asking you. Like he got to hurry up and catch up because they all smashed.
So even if
he's married, even if he won the lottery, he's married and becomes a millionaire. You have to go smash one because that's the rule in your.
You said if he's married,
yeah,
and he's the lottery.
Mm-hmm. He still have to go smash a white girl.
This scenario, like
he still has to go smash a white girl.
What is this scenario? If he's married and he's faithful and he's not gonna smash anybody.
But you said all of them do it. So you're saying, so all billionaires and millionaires aren't faithful, is what you're getting to.
There you go. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That's 100% correct.
Showtime, what do you think?
Whether 99.9. Whether you want to believe it or not,
the numbers. Don't do the
because
numbers.
There's always going to be an exception. I want to say 100, but like then the all police, as people say, are going to come. No, not all. But 99% of millionaires are going to cheat. Yes.
Why?
I will stand by that.
Why?
Because there's too much ass being thrown at them, and they can't control themselves. Men, when the shit is coming a little too. No, you're not. It's not happening. It's just not happening.
But not all millionaires are on the scene like that, Green, and being exposed to that fast lifestyle that you're accustomed to.
You don't gotta be exposed to it. If you got that much money, they gonna find you. See, that's when it gets different. You know what I'm saying? That's when they say hunting for you. You can really be. A man can really be trying to do the right thing, but if they know,
how are you hunting
unless it's hidden
that you don't know? Like if you drive down the street, there's businesses and corporations all up and down the street, right? There's people who own that company. There's millionaires and could be a billionaire that owns that company. Are you saying that how would I know who to go get that own these buildings that I see down? Why we don't go research that? We look for people that we see that's in our eyesight.
You don't have to know.
About. Most girls attract to the men that we're hearing about that you see. You can see you can see their network. You can see their life, but There's millionaires all over, Green.
Right, but okay, millionaires have most of them, almost all of them have employees. There's a circle of friends that they
what percentage of millionaires have employees?
2.879.
Probably at least 80 or more. So they're gonna have people around them. Those people know he's a millionaire. So those girls around him say, "Yeah, you know my boss."
Oh, so you're saying his employees?
Either employee. You see, what Bill Gates was only fucking his damn employees.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not true. He wasn't only messing with his employees.
Oh no, you're right. No, not only right, but you see, he was messing with people that work with him,
right?
Because they're the people closest to him.
Maybe that's all he was attracted to.
He's only attracted to his employees. Maybe so. I doubt it.
It could be a power thing,
a
right?
fetish. True. Either way, what I'm saying, when you have that much power, the women are going to find you. You don't. That's when things change. Like, no, getting to that level of success is ridiculously difficult. But if you get there, women, they're hunting for you now. You don't got to do the hunting no more. They're going to find you.
You're the huntee, not the hunter.
You're the huntee, right? You're the huntee now, which is a position 99.9999% of men never be in. That's a position in life most men will never even dream about. But he knows what that is. You know what I mean?
So RG,
he was allowed to have a side joint. He still had to cheat.
So RG, again, I don't. It wasn't the women that he was allowed to have that got him caught up. Like it was Epstein. Right. It was Epstein. He. That's
what I'm saying. He wasn't even happy having one woman on the side. He needed
the thing about Gates. He doesn't even strike me as the person.
No sex appeal.
Person who. What's his SMV, Green? What's his SMV?
Look. You know what? Showtime. It's you the problem. It's you.
Looks-wise, his SMV is low. If he was a guy just working a good job, making 80 some, even 120 grand, his SMV would still be low. Right. The fact that he's a billionaire, he's a 10.
Explain what SMV is really quick. What's SMV?
Sexual market value.
Y'all don't.
He's a 10.
We get that from.
He's a 10. He's a friggin' 10.
From the gay.
Now a looks girl.
That's where he gets it from.
Now a looks girl isn't going to be, but the thing, when he's a billionaire, you change things. Mm-hmm. Jay-Z said it best. There's no ugly billionaires. And he's an ugly dude. He's saying it because he lives that. Mm-hmm. Think about how Nas is frying him on Ether saying your girls called you ugly. Mm-hmm. Jay-Z knows he's ugly. Mm-hmm. You think he don't know he's ugly? Mm-hmm. When the last time you think a girl called him ugly? Unless he just dissed her.
I can go online and put in Jay-Z, and I could probably see a million memes of motherfuckers calling them ugly. So they still call him ugly.
About a girl that he is interested in.
We don't. Why don't he's interested in his wife? So
he cheats. What do you mean? It's a fact. She made a whole album about him cheating. He cheats.
Okay.
Just every other rich man on earth.
Did you know that on? Okay, calm down, because I can see when the drink. I can see when the drink.
You just want to fight.
But did you know? Did you know that Beyonce had a writers' camp where she had people come in and present her songs and they wrote, and then she chose the songs that she wanted on her Lemonade album. Did you know that there was a Beyonce's writer camp for those songs? It had nothing to do with what she's been through or anything. Those was a woman or a man presenting her with a song. Do you want this song? Do you want this on your album? Yeah, I want it. And she puts it on her album. She did not sit there and write, Jay-Z cheated on me today, Lemonade. That is not how that album was created, Green. You have to understand the music industry and the music business. You have to understand that everything that they say is not real. Mm-hmm. You know, like if they say, I'm going to kick in your door and put baguette in your wife's mouth, and then I'm going, like, sometimes it's, it's fabricated a little bit to sell.
Nice word.
So, and even movies. Did you know, like, some of the movies are fake? Like, it's not real. Like, the guns are really not shooting out bullets. Did you know that? Yeah, it's fake. I have to talk to you like my grandson. I have to break these things down to you. So
Beyonce has to fake her husband having an affair with her to sell records, right? That's what you're telling me.
So if she ever sings a song about cheating, that means her husband cheated on her.
Yes.
So if she makes a song about I was in the kitchen cooking crack, you believe Beyonce used to be a drug dealer?
Has she ever made a song cooking crack?
She has made a song saying lot of things that's not real.
Like what?
A lot of things. Listen to her album. Everything you.
I was in love with a Sagittarius. She made a whole song about science, but she only said I'm in love with a Sagittarius.
She says that she was in the back of a limousine giving head to her man.
You think that didn't happen?
Her driver was driving.
You think that didn't happen?
Get out the car because she had whiz all over her dress.
Do you think that didn't happen? I definitely think that happened. I definitely think that happened. I think it's Jay-Z she's talking about too.
I don't believe. Who else was? I don't believe it.
I told y'all just last week. I've had experiences in a damn Uber.
You saying that you don't think
you are dirty, down, low down, dirty dog. Like
she's a freak, just like every other. Like she's a freak, just like every other pretty girl.
I believe she's a freak.
And she loves her husband. Yes, she popped off in the back of the limo. Yes,
I love my man, and I would not do that.
And you would pop off in the back of the limo.
So Green, are you saying that you don't think Beyonce has writers? Is that what you're saying?
She definitely has writers.
So I don't get what you're saying. You're saying someone else couldn't have wrote about that experience?
Somebody else could have definitely wrote about the experience. You don't think that she could have said, "Yeah, throw this in the song," and they'd be like, "Okay."
What's the percentage? What's the percentage?
I can't do
what she said. Throw in the song.
I can't do a percent.
What's the percent of times that Beyonce says, "Throw this in the song"?
I definitely think that everything she says in she's so famous. I definitely don't think she's going to say anything on the record that she really can't relate to, because there's no point. Her fan base is so solid. She has no point of fabricating anything.
Did you hear her Savage part of the song with Megan Thee Stallion? Did you hear this? Like, she talks about other niggas. Like, do you really think
she also talks about talking to only? She also talks about starting the OnlyFans. I don't think Beyonce's thinking about doing that.
She said I started the OnlyFans on the song.
She said she will.
Right.
But do you really believe she would really start?
I will. That doesn't mean I did.
We didn't say she did. He didn't say that.
She didn't say I did start her OnlyFans. She said I will. She
has to talk a lot of shit that we just know isn't true. Like, we just know it's
we know that Beyonce isn't going to start.
Everybody on earth knows that Jay-Z cheated on her, because he was on Saturday Night Live asking for Jay-Z was on Saturday Night Live.
But who's arguing that? I didn't argue that. I just said, you said that she wrote a whole album about it, and I explained to you. You said she wrote a whole album about being cheated on, and I explained to you how her album came about. That's all I said. I never said cheating never happened. I don't know. I'm not in the relationship. I have no clue. I have no clue.
You just said.
I told you how
that's even true, as if it wasn't.
I'm asking you because you think you know everything. And
Jay-Z was on Saturday Night Live.
I'm asking you, how did you know? I didn't know if you
got a phone call,
if you got a picture. If you were there. I'm asking you a question. Did you not want me to ask a question to better understand you?
When I saw Jay-Z on Saturday Night Live, damn near crying, saying, I'm sorry. I know he cheated. When I heard Lemonade, I knew she was insinuating, this is my husband I'm talking about cheating on me. It's pretty obvious. When I seen her sister kicking the shit out of a nigga in a little elevator, I knew he was cheating. It's obvious.
I don't know. I'm glad you know, because I don't know.
You can play. I
can't tell you nothing about nobody. I can tell you what I think, but I don't know facts about nobody's life. Do you think
everything
that I say up here is what I just think? I don't know.
Do you think about?
What about somebody else's life like that? Like,
do you think he cheated on her? I'm gonna end it right here. I'm just asking, and you can say no.
I don't know. He may have in the beginning, before marriage.
Do you think he cheated on her?
He may.
So
they were already married when she did.
Can I interject?
I don't know.
Go ahead. Can I just interject? Yes. And I want to move on. But Jay-Z also had an album called 444 where he made several admissions of cheating and made several admissions of betraying Beyonce's trust. So I just want to throw that out there for the argument.
Right. So everything he says in his album is real too, right? So I'm just asking. So
at this level of his career,
a marketing ploy. So you can tell me that you believe Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan is fake, but you don't believe that
I never said that.
Album together and put lyrics to make you motherfuckers buy it.
I never said Michael B. Jordan is fake, so I can't. I have to stop you.
Showtime that intervened.
I've never said
that it was a marketing ploy.
No, that was me. I said that.
No, he agreed with you.
I would never say that. I don't even believe
it was me.
You thought that you said that they were really in love.
No, I don't. I think Michael B. Jordan's a sub, but I think he really likes that girl. I think he really cares.
No, that was just me, RG. You get a bill. That was just me. Y'all both said I was wrong.
Say that. Right. I said I think he really likes the girl. I think
you did not.
At his level, he could do better choices, but I think he definitely likes the girl.
I'm glad you know about everybody's life. I'm just glad you know about everybody's life. I just personally
I'm glad you glad.
I don't. I know what I think. I'm not in nobody's life. I can't tell you what nobody do behind closed doors or what their life is like.
Okay.
I up here, I tell you what I think. What I feel could have happened, should have happened, might be happening, but I don't know. It's not fact. All this shit is allegedly that we say. This shit ain't, I don't know. Now, you the only one that's saying you speaking facts. So when them papers come, this you the one that's telling motherfuckers, you know.
We gonna get sued.
Hey,
that's what it's about.
You could.
That's what it's about.
What papers, RG? I need to know.
What people?
What people?
Beyonce's people.
They gonna send us some papers to cease and desist.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just for him. Not for me and you. Just
right. Okay, so he got to go. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, go ahead, take him out.
I'll eat it.
I'm sure you will. Let's see. Let's move on. Let's see. We got to talk about Tip and Tiny. It looks like they're in a little bit more trouble. Looks like there's another investigation going on with the LAPD. Public information officer has stated that there's a new investigation being launched, but no further specifics have been made available. 2 women have filed police complaints saying that they were drugged and sexually assaulted by Tip and Tiny, prompting the investigation. One investigation was filed in LA while the other was filed in Las Vegas. The couple's attorneys say they have not spoken or been contacted by any representatives or law enforcement. But a woman named Rochelle Jenks filed a Las Vegas police report in May claiming that the couple gave her a white powdered substance and a spiked shot of Patron before engaging in sexual activities with her back in August of 2010. In the report, Jenks says that she was unable to agree because she was drugged and influenced. Now, I had a conversation with someone last week, well, maybe 2 weeks ago after Versus about Tiny being allowed or Tiny being a part of Versus. And it seems like they're really doing a good job of kind of ducking and dodging these complaints. Like nothing is seeming to stick, right? I don't know if because these cases are so far behind and so long ago, but it doesn't seem like any
How
of this.
long ago was it?
This happened in 2010.
Oh, okay, all right. And they're just now coming out.
They're just starting to come out. Like, so I don't know. I honestly think they're going to come out after this pretty unscathed. I think once everything is said,
because nobody believes that shit. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's true or not.
T.I. We're saying T.I. and Tiny did this for what?
I mean, maybe the same
unless
reason.
They're both sicko, right? Unless they're both.
Are you saying men don't do this? Are you saying it's like you telling a whole slew of women? You're saying a whole slew of women that they're lying.
I guess she didn't hear. These guys are lying. I said if T.I. alone, maybe I'll hear your story. You're saying T.I. and Tiny both needed to drug you to get a threesome.
But you just said that Bill Cosby and Camille Cosby did the same thing,
right?
Well, you threw Camille in there. I didn't really.
And you agreed.
I think Camille might have known. I don't think Camille was in the bed.
You're agreeing once again.
No. I think Camille knew possibly. She definitely knew after the fact. She knew something was up. But see, T.I. and Tiny, they're saying they were having threesomes with them.
Right.
They're saying T.I. and Tiny having threesomes with them. No one ever accused Camille Cosby of raping them. They only accuse Bill Cosby of that. They're accusing Tiny of rape.
But you just accused Camille of being complicit. That when I just said that Camille was involved.
So she is as guilty as he is.
I feel like there's a possibility. She wouldn't be. She would be guilty of knowing.
If you
know
your spouse is raping people, you're
not guilty of rape. You're not guilty of rape. Right. These women are saying that they both raped them. You're accusing Tiny of rape. That's different. Because you're saying they did this together. I mean, granted, there is a chance. There's a possibility to tell the truth. I just don't buy it. Why would either one of them?
Okay, so
why would Tiny?
Why would she?
Tiny's a woman. Why would she want to drug some woman when there's plenty of women in Atlanta that will just fiend for the opportunity to jump into bed with them?
Why would Bill Cosby need to drug someone when there was plenty of women that was
Bill Cosby's sick in the head? The women he drugged were all willing to sleep with him. Bill Cosby's sick in the head.
So
that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. No. That's not true. The women that he drugged were not all willing to sleep with him. That's so untrue. That is so untrue. The young lady,
if he would have said the right thing,
that is so untrue. No. Not if you would have said the right thing. No. You got to back that. You got to walk that down. All of the women that Bill Cosby drugged were not willing to sleep with him. That's a fact. That is 100% a fact. That's why there was a civil lawsuit that he copped to, and that's why he paid out money. That's why he agreed. He was trying to pay this young girl to go to her tuition to go to college.
No. The woman
hold on.
hanging out with him. That woman kept hanging out.
No. I'm talking about the woman that he called her mother after he sexually assaulted her and said, "We want to keep this on the down low, and I want to pay for her to go to college as long as you don't tell anybody." That's a fact. The woman who was on the show that was on the Cosby Show, and he invited her to the room. She was 17, 18 years old.
Is that the one that ran away? He tried to get her, but she left. One of the women that literally ran out of the house.
I'm not talking about anyone that ran away. I'm talking about people that he actually sexually assaulted. He drugged and sexually assaulted. Those who, for a fact, I know, were not willing to have sex with him. Period. Full stop.
Well, probably
full stop.
A lot of them were. Okay, you're right. You got to respect that. Yeah, not all of them, but most of them were.
You don't know that. Like you have no idea.
Even the one he paid kept hanging out with him.
But listen, you have no idea because Bill Cosby's MO was he would buy Quaaludes from a drug dealer.
He was sick in the head. He's sick.
That's fine. But you can't say that all the women who accused him of rape were willing to sleep with him because that's not true. Like that's a lie. Like that's a bald-faced lie because all of those women, some of them maybe, but all of those women to say that all of them were willing to sleep with him, that's a bold-faced lie.
I'll give you that.
And I think that's a smack in the face for any woman who has been sexually assaulted or had an encounter with the man who took advantage of them by putting any sort of drug or anything like that in their drink or getting them intoxicated or inebriated to the point where they cannot consent.
Okay, I get it. I didn't hear about these women, but I'm gonna take your word for it. But back to these people, you're saying that they had to drug you to get a threesome. I'm just not buying Tiny as a woman. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not. How do y'all feel?
I feel that we both know that T.I. I think we've known that T.I. and Tiny are very kinky and freaky. We've known that for a long time. I don't put nothing past nobody. I'm not gonna say these women lie. I mean,
it's a strong, and that's what I'm saying. To tell these women you're lying, or to tell them you did this,
She said it was a white substance, which was probably cocaine or Molly. If she remembers the substance, that means she remembers doing it willingly. And it definitely probably drinking.
No.
She said it was a white substance. She said I saw someone sprinkle a white substance in my drink.
No.
What did she say then? That's what you read. What'd you say?
Right. That's what I said. But that just because she remembers the substance doesn't mean she did it willingly. And what are you talking about? Because
maybe she remembers the substance. What do you mean?
That doesn't mean she did it willingly. Like if she remembers the substance, like if she remembers someone putting her in a drink and let's say it's a Molly or whatever sort of narcotic, and she loses control to the point where she can't consent, that's rape, bro. Like what are you talking about? Whether she remembers it or not, she can't consent.
So Tiny had a threesome with a woman that's knocked out, like Bill Cosby. These women are out cold.
I don't know what happened in the bedroom. I don't know what happened in the bedroom. I don't know. I don't have any idea how it played out, who put what in what. But if they put some drugs in either of these women's system, right? Because at the time, 2010, the women could have not have even known that this was considered rape. Like it could have been a situation where they said, okay, well, shit. Well, they put I couldn't even say yes or no. Like I didn't even have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if a woman is drunk and she willingly wants to sleep with you, that's not rape. What do you mean? What? So you trying to say if a woman is drinking, she can't have sex? Are you serious?
Nigga, that
means a million women rape me.
And you have sex with her. That's not, if she's drunk and she can't in her head.
I said if she's knocked out, she can't consent. But there are women that have been drinking that can consent. What do you mean? You
don't have to be knocked out. You can be high. Like you can be an extreme level of high or drunk.
Have you ever been drunk and still been conscious and doing things and not remember what you were doing, but motherfuckers have to tell you this is what you did? You know you can be drunk and still conscious and walking around and talking and shit, right?
Right. You know you go to jail if you're drunk and you kill somebody, right? They don't give you a pass. You go to jail for murder if you're drunk and you kill somebody.
That's totally
the same exact thing.
It's not the same exact thing.
How's it not the same thing?
Because you're taking a life. You're taking a life. That's totally different than someone putting a drug.
Deeming someone a rapist, you're taking their life.
That's totally different than someone putting a drug in your drink that changes your cognitive ability to say yes or no, to consent, right? If you can't even drive when you're that high, you can't say yes and agree to have sex with someone. What are you talking about?
What do you? I just said if they're knocked out, yes, that is rape. If
you don't have to be knocked out. You can't agree if you're not in your right state of mind.
So you're telling me of a man or a woman, because men can drink and a woman can take advantage of them, but if he's willingly sleeping with this girl just because he's under the influence, that woman didn't rape that man. He willingly slept with her. He just was intoxicated.
If you are intoxicated to the point where you can't say yes, you can't make a cognitive choice to say this is what I want. Right?
If you can't say that means you're damn near passed out. That's what I said.
No,
that is definitely rape.
And you could still be walking around. You've never seen someone that was drunk and you have to tell them what they did the next day because they were drunk, but they didn't pass out. They were walking around. They were doing shit, messing up shit, falling over. You've never seen that with a person that is that drunk.
I mean, you're talking about someone that's inebriated, like completely fucked up. Who wants to sleep with someone that's in that state?
That's the point. That's what you're missing.
That is what we're saying.
That's what you're missing. If they're putting drugs in these people's drinks, it gets them to that state where they can't consent.
And then that becomes
if
rape.
They're at that state. Like you
think everyone has the same alcohol tolerance level as you just because you drink all day, every single day.
We're talking about drugs with them.
Exactly. So again, if they're being drugged. Right, if they're being drugged,
and they might never have
not
done
being drugged. The one might have brought their own drugs.
They might have. I'm not saying that they didn't. They might have. But if these two people said we're going to put this shit in your drink knowingly or unknowingly, and that person says I never said yes, this wasn't what I wanted, because again, if I'm so drunk, if I'm so inebriated, so messed up, I might not even be able to speak. Right, when I had those edibles, I couldn't form a sentence.
You could have been raped. That
I could have been.
This is not a funny story, but that was funny.
Very well might have, but that's a different story for a different day.
Marital rape is real.
It is.
We got something to talk about. We can talk about it.
No, not right now. But if those women felt anything like I felt, they weren't even able to formulate a sentence. So you can't say that just because someone put something in their drink or that they were drunk that they said, "Oh, okay, this is something." Nah. If you can't consent, that's no. Period.
Hey,
full stop. Like you be letting that alpha male shit go all the way out the window. Like you trying to
not just buying that meets all this Me Too bullshit.
I'm not saying that you have to buy anything, but that's just common sense to say if someone can't consent to have sex, then it's
if they can't consent, they're damn near knocked out. They're like super fucked up. They're walking in the walls. Of course not. But you talking about a girl that just comes over and starts. Like I said, they didn't have to give her shit. A girl can come over and take some shots and snort her own powder, and she jumps on top of you. And then the next day she can say, "Oh my God, did we have sex?" Like, what do you?
But that's not what she's saying.
Going crazy.
That's not what she's saying happened. And T.I. and Tiny aren't giving their account of what happened. So the only thing we have to go off of is what these women are saying happened. Right or wrong. The only thing we have to go off of is what. Yes. There's no videotape. There's no nothing. There's no evidence to prove anything left or right. What we have is these people saying that these niggas put some white powdery substances in my drink. They had sex with me. I couldn't say yes. I couldn't say no. That's it. Based on those facts. If it wasn't T.I. and Tiny, if you in a club and you put a Molly in a girl drink and she go home with you, that's rape, B.
That's rape. You can't do that.
If she's not coherent, of course it's rape.
If she's not coherent,
you can't. If you put it in a girl drink without her knowing, that's damn.
Bro, you're weird. Like this is weird conversation.
Weird shit in my ass. Women are not fucking angels. These motherfuckers will lie on you. It's when they rich. Fuck that shit.
If you put something in a woman,
if you do that, if they don't know you did it, that's fucked up. But I don't believe she didn't know it was there.
It's a crime. It's not messed up. It's a crime. It's rape.
She could have put it in her own fucking drink.
She could have. She could have is the operative word. Could have her version of the story because we don't have anything else to go off of. We're going off of what she said. Tip and Tiny ain't said nothing. As far as they concerned, they weren't even there. What she said as the victim of this particular crime is that victim. Okay, as the alleged victim of this particular crime is that she had something slipped in her drink. Full stop. And at that point,
how is it slipped in there if she saw it?
Again, I wasn't there. I don't know. But again, 10 years later, going into it, it could have been a thought like, oh, she might not have thought of it until 10 years from now to say, oh shit, like that won't right. Like they took advantage of me. Like she doesn't have to realize it the next day.
Or it could have been she saw them in the club and they acted like they didn't know her. And she's pissed off.
All of the women that came out? Because it's a list of them. So all of them?
How many of them?
There were already women that came out, but this is a new set of women that are come out. So all of them are
how many of them is it? He only mentioned one. How many are you talking?
Oh, there was somebody. Yeah, it's
20 women said this.
At least a dub.
Yeah,
some of those have been debunked. That's totally
like
correct.
Some of them
have
just
been debunked.
riding the Instagram wave trying to get clout. So they already eliminated those.
But if you were to ask me my personal opinion, like RG said, I don't have any facts. But if you were to ask me my personal opinion about what Tip and Tiny are into, number one, they into some freaky shit. Number two, it would not. They both get high. We all know that Tip was pulled over. He had the pills in his car. He had the guns in his car. We all know that. We all know that they like to do freaky shit together, right?
Yeah,
that's that. So it's not beyond the realm of possibility. It's not beyond thought to think that okay, well they might have said okay, well let's go ahead and get these girls high. Let's go ahead and put some Molly in their drink.
You know all about them. Rich Girl knows all about them and like their sexual freakiness. I know all about that. So you think any girl they meet doesn't know that these people do drugs, these people do shit like that? You think maybe they just didn't know? Why would you even want to hang out with them knowing how they rock?
Again, that doesn't you.
So if you like to have threesomes, I shouldn't hang out with you. Is that what you're saying? If what somebody does in their bedroom means I shouldn't hang out with you because you like to have orgies, so we can't be cool. I can't be your friend. Oh,
so you said they were just all friends, and then the girls didn't know these guys. These people were trying to have sex with them.
The girls might have come there for that reason, but still, the way it was done, it turned into what they're saying. It turned into a rape situation.
And the one girl was a friend, right? The original girl that came. I don't know her name. That. She was going to she said Tip came to the football games, her son's football games and all of that stuff.
The Sabrina.
Yeah, she was a friend. Well, I don't want to get too caught up in this.
Yeah,
but
I just hope it gets resolved. I mean, because I liked T.I. and Tiny. I don't know these women, and I mean, it's
T.I. and Tiny. I got y'all back if y'all see this.
It was just sad to think that this couple is doing it, but it's going to be interesting to see when. Or if this goes to court and see how this whole thing plays out.
Yeah. Again, I think that, once it goes to court, I think that if it goes to court, we're going some stuff.
But obviously, like you said, they let her do verses. So it's not like she had to run. I thought they were going to.
Right. That was right. Thank you,
really
RG. That was the
original. She was going to do it.
Thank you, RG. That was the original point of bringing up this story is that they seem to be ducking and dodging any sort of bad press. That comes along with any of this stuff because she's still functioning and doing verses and there wasn't any pushback with that. So and that was on a major platform like that was on what is it called? Triller and and all that stuff. So it'll be interesting to see. Let's see. So let's move on to One Gotta Go inside of RG, we didn't tell people to subscribe. Can you tell people how to subscribe to the YouTube channel and all that stuff, please?
So look at here, y'all. If you haven't subscribed and you're looking at us on YouTube, you can hit that subscribe button. It's going to be right down there. Just hit that subscribe, hit share, send it to people. If you're on Facebook, you might as well share. You're watching it, hit share. It's really simple to show your support for what we've been doing. Go to Talk of the Town Unfiltered YouTube. You see it? Talk of the Town Unfiltered on YouTube. Hit subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, good or bad. If you want to check green, it's enough characters for you to be able to read them. So go over to YouTube and go ahead and subscribe right now. We're about to end the show. Ain't too much going on. So if you want to leave right now, Goodbye, rich girl.
No, don't do that.
No,
Don't
we
tell
have one
nobody.
gotta go.
No. Yeah.
I
We got
said
one
to
gotta
them,
go.
if they want to go ahead.
No. Just because you got
Do
a
you want to
2K,
stay or do you want a subscriber?
They
If
wanna
you've
stay.
already subscribed, you stay here with us.
If you're on Facebook, hit that share button. Also, don't forget to download and subscribe to the Talk of the Town audio podcast.
Oh yeah,
on all podcast platforms. Apple. See, somebody left. We lost a couple viewers. See how you did?
Thanks a lot, rich girl.
But
I mean, we only had one viewer anyway, so
subscribers.
Thanks a lot.
Right. We
But
only
we
had
gained
one
some
viewer,
subscribers.
and we lost them. Thanks a lot.
That was just my mama. She coming back. She'll
Right.
take the clothes out the dryer.
All right. The audio platform. Make sure you check us out. Apple Podcasts, Google Play, all of that good stuff. If you want to ride to us while you're in the gym, wherever going to sleep, whatever. Just make sure you check out our podcast. All right, let's get
love. We're good to make love to.
Are we really? You think so?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Huh.
I make love to us all the time.
Do you?
Ooh,
you make love to me and Green?
I missed out. I ain't getting none. Shit, you owe me some. If that's the case, I ain't get it.
we missed
Y'all
the
need
memo.
to try it, viewers, listeners. You guys need to try it. Put this put us on and make love. Light some candles. I'm telling you, try it, y'all, and let us know.
All right. Well, let's get into One Gotta Go. So this One Gotta Go is inspired by the fact that my birthday is next month, and I am trying to. My goal is to lose. Oh, not only that, but y'all know I'm trying to lose like 25 pounds for my birthday. So I've been walking every day, maybe 3 miles a
50.
Day.
Let's up it. Maybe 50.
God damn, you trying to make the nigga be goddamn?
You want to lose 50 at 50. That goes better with you.
That was a good one.
50 for 50, like ESPN.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That was a good one. Good job, RJ. You got me. All right. Well, I'm not going to say anything else. Let's just do One Gotta Go. Inside of One Gotta Go, I let these folks choose which one out of 4 or sometimes 3 things that they would live the rest of their life without. So we're going to do it just a little something like this. Inside of One Gotta Go, let's choose these carbs. One gotta go. You got to choose between rolls. I'm talking about the good rolls, mashed potatoes with the gravy, or sometimes I put cheese in my mashed potatoes, rice, any type of rice, or pasta, any type of pasta. DJ Green, let's start with you. Which one of these things gotta go?
Now, this is tough. You said not just white rice like the photo, and that's any rice,
any type of rice, jasmine rice.
Right? Yeah, I like some rices a lot. Like white rice, I could do without. You know what I'm saying?
Brown rice, jasmine rice, Chinese restaurant, right? Fried rice, rice from the what do you call the joint when they cook the Chinese food in front of you? The Benihana joint, hibachi. Yeah, thank you. Any type of rice.
Okay, it's between mash and pasta. I'm not a big Italian fan at all, but a good pasta, I'm having to give it a mash. A good pasta goes a long way. Like, yeah, I got to get rid of mashed potatoes and gravy.
Mashed potatoes. So, are you not a fan of mashed potatoes, or you just?
I love everything on this list.
We can see.
Yeah, well, I eat.
We can see. Yeah. Oh, we know. Yeah. 280, I believe. Mashed potatoes with gravy or mashed potatoes with like cheese?
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Okay.
I eat it, but yeah.
Homemade mashed potatoes, or do you do? Will you do
homemade? I've had bad mashed potatoes and gravy. I've had amazing mashed potatoes and gravy. So we're talking about amazing each one.
Right.
Right. No, I'm just asking your preference. I always like to know like what type of mashed potatoes.
Oh, homemade is always better. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Will you do instant mashed potatoes?
I'll eat them. Yeah, I'll eat them.
I actually love instant mashed potatoes. Like, believe it or not,
that's your favorite?
No, it's not my favorite. But I will. I'll bust down instant mashed potatoes quick. Like.
Yeah,
quick.
I'll get it from like Popeyes. Instead of fries, I'll get mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah. Okay, all right. We know what Green said. RG, what about you?
The rolls.
The rolls.
I'm not a bread person.
You're not a bread person at all.
At all. Like I can do without bread. Like even when I go get chicken, like Popeyes or Bojangles, I won't eat the bread.
What about what's the joint called that they rolls is like donuts? Pollards.
Oh no, I love Pollards.
The puffs.
Yeah.
Puffs. Yeah.
Pollards. Yeah.
They technically rolls.
Yeah. Wow. RG is nothing like a good roll, like a good golden corral roll.
She don't like bread. That was easy for her.
I'm not a. I think that's how my weight is staying down because I don't like a lot of bread.
It was easy for you to give up bread.
Easy, like.
What part does
like I don't even like really.
What part does smoking crack have to do with your weight loss,
RG? Chili sub.
Huh? RG, what part does smoking crack have to do with your weight loss? What roll did that play?
Probably 50% 0.5%.
Green would say 99.5%.
All right.
99.5% of RG's weight loss is due to crack.
No. She prefers Coke over crack.
And thank you.
Because crack is whack.
Crack
Right.
is whack.
She's not a fiend.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
He's classy with her drug use.
Yes.
I'm gonna go
classy.
I'm gonna go, believe it or not, with
pasta.
Nope, the rice.
And
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have found an affection in my heart, a special place, an affinity in my heart, I should say, for riced cauliflower. It is it's a healthier option, and I eat it all the time. And I could really, if I needed to.
Even sound appetizing.
We all had a different one. That's the first. We all had
if I needed to. If you a gun to my head, I could do rice cauliflower instead of rice. It wouldn't be.
Then I make the rice the way you said, and I use the chicken broth.
Oh yeah, special.
It takes
some good rice is fire, man.
Yeah. That chicken. You should make some rice tonight. She made some chicken and rice tonight. That chicken broth to take you somewhere different.
Throwing down with the rice.
She loves rice. Yeah. But she put the chicken
down with it.
She put the chicken broth in there too. I taught her how to put I taught everybody how to put chicken broth in their rice instead of water. Chicken broth in your rice and chicken broth in your cabbage will also change your life too, RG. I don't know. You cabbage?
I don't know how to make cabbage. I like cabbage though.
It took me a very long time. I have a really, really good cabbage recipe that someone gave me, and it's really, really bomb. Like it's spicy, but it's really, really bomb. And I replaced
cabbage to be fire. It has to be spicy. It has to.
No, I can't do no spicy
for it to be fire. It's got to me.
I just started really loving cabbage in the last maybe 5 years. About 5 years or so. I used to didn't eat it, but now I bust it down.
Non-spicy cabbage, I don't want nothing to do with it. It's like night and day. I don't even like it if it's not spicy. Cabbage is like it has to. For me, it has to be spicy. Got to have plenty different types of peppers. And I can't.
My girlfriend makes a curry cabbage.
Who, Tam?
Mm-hmm.
Ask her to send me the recipe.
I will.
Yeah,
and that's like one of her famous ones. Like everybody books her to make that cabbage.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say this for a fire mac and cheese. Have you ever had some fire mac? I had some fire mac and cheese last night at this damn private event.
Yes,
a fire mac and cheese will beat everything on here to me. What do y'all feel about some fire mac and cheese?
It's hard to find fire mac and cheese.
It is.
It's a hit or miss.
The shit I had last night. Good God Almighty!
Who made it? Where was it catered from?
It was this. It was a cigar bar in downtown Portsmouth. It was a private event. Fire! I mean, straight gas. Straight gas.
You wanted to take a plate home.
Yes, I did.
You said you did.
I know. I wanted to. I couldn't.
Yeah, I would.
They ran out, niggas. It was a bunch of people. So you weren't gonna be able to take no plate home. It was gas. I never had nothing that good. No mac and cheese that good.
Yeah, good.
And I had a lot of good mac and cheese. Yeah.
So better than like grandma's mac and cheese. Better than like
yes. And my late grandmothers had amazing mac and cheese. But I give credit where credit's due.
And this is better than that.
Yes.
Who was the chef? Do you know?
That's what I said.
I don't know. I don't know if the owner made it or not. I can find out though.
I mean, I ain't trying to get none.
Right, yeah, I'm not coming all over there for the mac and cheese.
For no mac and cheese.
All right, so we're gonna take this show on the road, y'all. You can meet us over on Instagram at Talk of the Town Unfiltered because we are getting ready for the after show. We call it what do we call it? We call it the safe space. So over on Instagram, we'll be doing the safe space where we will be answering questions from listeners and viewers who have some issues going on and they want us to help them with what's going on with their life and help them with everything they got popping off. And just because we're life experts, we're life coaches, so we're going to help some folks out. And we have a special guest that's going to be joining us inside of Safe Space this week also. We're always going to have a special guest inside of Safe Space. So if you want to be on Safe Space, feel free to shoot us a DM or shoot us an email. If you want to have us address some issues that you're having in your personal life, shoot us a DM, shoot us an email. RG, take us out of here. What you got?
You're closing, honey. I thought the weed wore off already. Like you should be sober right now. You ain't even
this is episode 34, and you still haven't been able to catch it.
I forgot what I said was again.
People are always going to talk.
Oh, people are always going to talk about you. Oh, let's give them something to talk about.
My goodness gracious. Okay,
gang.
Okay, somebody said that government cheese made the best macaroni and cheese.
Damn lie.
They still do government cheese?
He said back in the day when you had government cheese. I thought the government cheese didn't melt. I thought it was
Couldn't
a
have been
big block.
good.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, Najee. Green, what you got? Take us out.
If you have step, you're gonna get half results, and hard work always pays off, y'all. And fellas, remember, if she won't submit, you must have quit.
All right, that's what it is. You know how I said, be thankful for what you have. It's always someone with less. Tomorrow never promise. So today, let's all consider ourselves blessed. We'll see y'all in about 5 minutes over on Instagram. Make sure you follow us at Talk of the Town Unfiltered. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. We'll see you later. Peace.